Okay, so Hyperlite Mountain Gear, they make backpacking backpacks, and they price them at like $350, $400. That's really expensive for a backpacking backpack. I've taken this thing to Argentina, throughout Europe, Switzerland, um, throughout Southeast Asia for like 4 months. This thing is good, but it's not $400 good. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why. So the first reason is the Dyneema. Yeah, it's really tough, but I went through some branches and struck holes in it within probably 2 months of having the backpack. So now I have to wear a rain cover, like put a rain cover over it every single time it rains, which that's not annoying, but I wish I didn't have to do that every time. Um, don't get me wrong, they made it to where you can pack the bag like incredibly well. This is the Unbound 40, so it's like a through hiking backpack, I guess, but you can use it for anything. So this big pocket out front is a personal favorite of mine. I put, like, if I'm going through customs or I need to get something in and out of my bag often, but I don't want to put it in the pack itself, or the little waist belt type thing, this thing. I usually just put it in this little pouch, or that one. The cup holders, or the saddlebags, I don't know what they call it. I actually have like an ultralight tent, a trekking pole tent, and I put my tent in the cup holders, which is pretty cool. You can actually probably fit a small baby in it as well. So if you backpack with kids, you could probably put your child in there. So, I mean, it's cool. It's kind of a hype beast backpack, if I'm being completely honest. Thing was like $350, $400. At the time of buying it, I was just so jacked about going. I wanted to spend a bunch of money. You shouldn't spend that much money on a backpack. You don't need to. The thing about backpacking, it's honestly ironic that all these companies are charging all this money for this gear, when the whole point of backpacking is just like living off of nothing and not consuming anything. I mean, we live in a world full of consumerism, and we're sold on ideologies, belief systems, products as soon as we come out into the real world. And one of the biggest things I believe, and why backpacking is so cool and it's the best thing ever, is you kind of just like can get rid of all that, and you can just put the bare essentials in a backpack and you can travel around the world. Whether it be hitchhiking, putting your backpack on a motorcycle, or just flying to different places and staying in hostels. So this backpack, though, specifically, it's made out of like Dyneema fabric, which is really tough. I think Dyneema is what they use for, like, I want to say they used it in home building. I don't really know, but I mean, this is like, it's kind of like a Hypebeast brand backpack. It's I don't think it's worth $400. They make a ton of them now. I really haven't even looked at their website to see how they updated it, and the products they've updated. But I wanted to start making YouTube videos again. I want to go on a trip again soon, so might as well start posting stuff on YouTube. So, yeah. There's this, like, one cool thing though too about this one is, like, there's a bottom compartment that you can put like a I mean, anything really, but you can put like a skillet. I put a skillet in it. So that's pretty cool. There's some wear and tear. I've had this thing for like 3 years. 3 years, excuse me. And there's some threading coming out of the saddlebags. It's pretty cool. Like, this is perfect for the tent and then putting your trekking poles, because you can just tighten and untighten this. So if you have like a camera tripod or something like that too, you can put that there. There usually is a rape whistle on one of the straps, but mine got I got kidnapped and mine got taken away from me. I'm kidding. That didn't happen. And then you can, like, attach and untouch this saddlebag, which is or these like pockets, which is cool. One thing about the pockets, they're not waterproof. I learned that the hard way. It kind of looks like they're waterproof, but they're not. I put my phone and stuff in here, passport, quick essentials, but you can take it out. It's actually really it's really comfortable with and without the saddlebag thing. So, anything else? It's really not different. It doesn't take a long time to open and close. I mean, it really is good, but it's not worth $400. Like, I think there's this brand called Enlightened Equipment. I've seen that on some people's channels, and it seems to be the same thing, and it's like $100 less. I don't know. I haven't looked at the prices recently. I kind of just wanted to make this video to put something up on the internet. I mean, you don't need the nicest stuff to go around the world and have a good time. It makes it easy, but like, you can put, like, one thing I do is I have Crocs. So like if I'm crossing a river or something, or if I'm like in a really gross hostel, or like in Vietnam, we were doing the Hajiang Loop and I was in a hostel and we were basically sleeping outside. And you shower in the bathrooms, and the floor was like nasty, so I just put Crocs like right here and right here. And it's easy to get on and off, especially like if you're crossing a river, you don't want to keep taking your socks off and on, and you can just put your Crocs on this strap and everything will work pretty easily. The backpack's really comfortable. There's like aluminum stays in the back that's closest to your back. One thing that a lot of people don't know is really like how to pack, or like how to pack, but like how to have the backpack make sure it's sitting on your hips. Like, a lot of people, you see them and they're just destroying their back by having all this weight in their back. But no matter the weight, if you try to get the weight distributed to your hips and not on your back or your shoulders, it's going to be a lot more comfortable and you're going to be able to walk a lot longer. So that's pretty important. I think that's pretty much all that I have to say about this thing. It's a Hypebeast brand. It's badass looking. It's a cool looking backpack. I'm not gonna kid. I'm not gonna lie. I forget what this like stitching is called. I think it's like I forgot what the stitching is called. But I like that design. I think that's pretty much like all it is. I've taken it to Mallorca, throughout not Pacific Northwest, but like New Mexico, Colorado, Geneva. I mean, all throughout cities and like in customs and stuff. It's super easy to get stuff out and put stuff back in your backpack, so that's a plus. I would recommend anybody who is looking to get a backpack, I would look at this brand, but I would probably try to find one on eBay or something before. I mean, there might be some holes in that one, but who knows? I mean, eBay and like all these websites where you can just reuse stuff, I'm a big believer in that, and you don't need new shit all the time, and especially if you don't know if you're going to be doing it for very long. But you do, and like with gear, you want to be comfortable. You don't just like want to get really cheap stuff and not ever want to have to do that activity again. Like, you want to go again, right? Because you don't want to get to Japan and I had these hiking shoes, these Hoka hiking shoes, and I got to Tokyo and they were just way too big. I didn't need them, and I decided to get trail running shoes instead of having like full-blown hiking mountain shoes, which saved me on a lot of weight, depending on if that's like a big deal to you. But I know some people don't really care about weight. They're trying to just have a backpack and throw it and treat it like crap, and weight just doesn't really matter to them. I mean, it depends on your trip, depends on the length of the trip. So I think the 40 liter is like a really good all around size. Like, I will go on another, people who thru hike use this thing. I will go on another backpacking trip, and I'll just use this 40 liter. I probably won't bring as much camera stuff as I did last time, and it'll save me on weight and room, which will be nice. But you don't need any more than 40 liters, depending on how the backpack is designed. Like, I know there's some Ospreys that I have a 65 liter Osprey backpack, but I would never take that thing backpacking like across the world because, I mean, personal preference, and I've used this, so like I'm spoiled a little bit, but it's not as big as this. Like, it doesn't have as much space because how they designed the pack. So it's just literally one big open hole, pretty much, and that's how a backpacking backpack should be. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Please share your thoughts below, and I look forward to talking and seeing you all in the next one. All right, see ya.